maybe stand on over here. That is a beautiful noise, the sound of a whole community coming together in the spirit of joy and love to celebrate together. Another beautiful noise was the groom kind of getting a little bit weepy already. Good on ya. That's a good sign. Wonderful sign. And if you're all happy to be here today, make another beautiful noise and say after me, hooray! Hooray! Wonderful to have you all here. You know what's not a beautiful noise? Is a cell phone. So take a moment, please. Turn those off so we don't get interrupted during some of the music. We are gathered to celebrate this loving union of Paul and Katie in marriage. And while there is a fair amount of ceremony and formality, it's also simply joyful. And so we want you to be here and to be filled with joy just like we all are today. After the service, I want you all to be welcome to celebrate them as they walk out, and then you can all exit. The family might stick around a bit for some photos, but they hope to see you afterward at the Captain Kirk. Sorry. But if anyone wants to talk about Star Trek, I got lots of time. We want to take a moment to especially welcome all of those who are watching online from afar. There are cameras in the back of the room. You are part of this community as well. We love you and welcome. As we begin our time together, I will invite you once again to stand as you are able and join in singing the hymn. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's up there. Bind us together, Lord, bind us together. All take your seats, please. And we will now have the first reading of Scripture from 1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 8. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. Love never fails. Now, that doesn't mean love is always easy, but it never, ever fails. And I really do think that you've got a good 50 or 60 years worth of anniversaries to be looking back on this moment and saying once again, hey, love didn't fail. We're still here. It's the year 2100 or whatever it's going to be. What am I saying? It's so far in the future. That's why I was talking about Captain Kirk before. And since your anniversary is so close to Christmas and so close to New Year's, you're always going to have the opportunity to reflect on the year that was, to look at your own past. It gives you a great opportunity to look behind you and to look far, far ahead. So we're going to do the same. We're going to start by looking back at where you all came from, not just this past year, but your whole history together. And we know that each of you come from families filled with love. We know that each of you come from a community that is filled with love, in this church that loves you so very much. And speaking of this church, I'm going to ask Scott to share a photo with us all. This is from a Christmas pageant many, many years ago. And I don't think you were dating yet. But I was told that your dating days, your love began to blossom here in this church also. That long, long ago, that Paul took you aside and said he had a secret. And the secret, don't tell anybody, the secret is that he liked her. And they sealed it the way that only kids in a youth group at church know how. They held hands while playing sardines. And it's a beautiful start to a beautiful relationship. However, as much as looking back is very, very important, it's also very important to look ahead. You two are more planned out for your future than anyone I know, including myself currently. And certainly for people at your age, you have it down almost to the day of when you'll be doing the very important next steps of your life. Now, will it work out? We don't know if every single step of those plans are going to work. We don't know. All plans are always subject to change. But the important thing is that you're planning together and responding together and planning for each other. The past and the future are both extraordinarily bright for you two. And here, on this very day, the past and that future were right on the pivoting point of those two. We might call this the ghost of Christmas present. And Paul and Katie, I want you to take a moment to look out here. Look at the faces here in these pews. Look at this gathering. This room is filled with people that have been a part of your past from the very beginning, and with people that will be a part of your future to the very end. And you should really take a moment to appreciate the support and love and presence of this community, because you'll never have this particular group all together in the same place again. This is a special moment here and now. Their presence in the present is a present. So you have a strong history together. You have solid foundations beneath you. You have a beautiful present here, are currently surrounded by a community of love and support, and you have a wonderful future ahead. You're poised to face the future together so long as you continue to be guided by love. And as described in the scripture today, that means that you will always treat one another by being patient, being kind, not being envious or boastful or arrogant or rude, by not insisting on your own way, by not being irritable or resentful, not rejoicing in wrongdoing, but rejoicing in truth, to bear all things, believe all things, hope all things, endure all things, because your love will never fail. These are God's guiding principles, not only for marriage, but for all of life as well. And so as you face your future, remember, life will surprise you. The best laid plans will always be upended and reshaped and upended again. But so long as you continue to face them hand in hand, guided by love and supported by this community, strengthened by your commitment to God and to each other, your love will never fail. You're a team that is united and moving forward as one, or to put it another way, for now and evermore, that's all. Okay.
I can only give you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call, and the only heart I own for you and you alone. That's all. That's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime and and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light will warm the winter night. That's all, that's all. I am sure there are those who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a lifetime can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore for now and evermore. That's all, that's all. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore for now and evermore. That's all, that's all.
And now is the time to exchange your vows. I will read a brief phrase, and then you'll repeat after me. We'll begin with you, Paul. I, Paul, take you, Katie,
I, Paul, take you, Kate,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
for better and for worse,
for better and for worse,
for richer and poorer,
for richer and poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Now repeat after me, please. I, Katie, take you, Paul,
I, Katie, take you, Paul,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
for better and for worse,
for better and for worse,
for richer and poorer,
for richer and for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Do you choose to enter into this joyful covenant of marriage, to share the highs and the lows, your present and your future, to honor, respect, and love each other for the rest of your life? If so, respond by saying in unison, I do.
I do.
Now, they are not in this alone, as we've been saying. They're here with all of you as a part of their lives. So as you're able, I invite you all to please stand. As they are here pronouncing their love and commitment to one another in front of God and their community, I'm going to ask you also to make a commitment. Do you promise to support them? If so, say, we do.
We do.
Do you promise to guide them? If so, say, we do.
We do.
Do you promise to encourage them? If so, say, we do.
We do.
Do you promise to walk and celebrate with them through the good times and support them through the bad times and be with them through all the sorrow and joy and wonderfulness of life? If so, joyfully shout, we do.
We do.
You may now be seated. And if you're watching online, you may also type in, we do. May I have the rings, please? Thank you. And Paul, you should take her ring now. And as you place it on her finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
May it be a reminder
May it be a reminder
that I am always by your side
that I am always by your side,
and that I will always be
and that I will always be
your faithful partner.
your faithful partner.
Now will you please take his ring? And as you place it on his finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
May it be a reminder
May it be a reminder
that I am always by your side
that I am always by your side
and that I will always be
and that I will always be
your faithful partner.
your faithful partner.
Then by the power vested in me, by the Presbyterian Church, and by the state of Alaska, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may seal it with a kiss. Just a reminder, they're going to recess out, and then we'll ask everyone to leave us the room so that the family can get some photos taken, and they hope you will join them at the Captain Cook. And now it is my pleasure to introduce you to the newly married couple, Paul and Katie Lindemuth.